Hey guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today we're gonna watch another CCR. This song is called Fortunate Son. I actually did a video on that on my own channel. I can put a link here. But the first time that we did CCR, I think was a few days ago. It was the first reaction for that song for both of us. And we both really loved it. And you guys also loved it too. And I can also put a link for that here. So we thought it would be a good idea to watch this one. I feel like it has a little bit of a different vibe to it because obviously it's very, the meaning of it as I think is the highlight of this song and the time period that this song came out. Obviously, it's a very meaningful song, and even though it's related to Vietnam War, I think it's just timeless. So even now when you listen to it, it kind of makes sense. So that's why we wanted to watch it.
Yes, actually, I remember the first time that we reacted to CCR. It was my first knowing of this band, and I remember I liked it so much, and I even told in the video that I hope we do more reactions of this band.
Yeah,
because I really liked it. So yeah,
I'm very excited. So we chose this. This video has 209 million views. I think it's the official music video. Honestly, that's the one that I watched and I know. So I thought we should just definitely watch that. Remember we talked about in a few videos ago, I don't know which song it was, that some of the intros are so iconic that even with the first few notes of either guitar or piano, you can instantly identify the song. I feel like this is one of them because the guitar riff in the beginning, the way that is playing the melody and everything, it's very recognizable. Yeah. I love the video a lot, even though I remember when I first posted that, like some people were like, oh, actually we don't like the music video because it's kind of irrelevant, but I feel like it's kind of relevant. I also like the speed of which the scenes are changing because it's a very fast-paced song, so you don't have time to really dig deep in whatever you're seeing. They're clicking so fast, and I think that's actually very powerful because you just get a glimpse of people's lives, and I think that's kind of relevant to what he's saying, like indirectly, because you just see every lifestyle that maybe he's talking about. I don't know, I like the music video actually. That's it. It's a very short song, and even though it's super short, it has like, I don't know, like layers and layers of meaning, and very powerful, very impactful. And even to this day, as I said, this still makes sense. That's why I really love this song, because I feel like it also doesn't apply necessarily to, it's talking about the Vietnam War in America, so it's tied to the American history, but I think it's relevant. You can apply it to any country. Like because I remember in that video I talked about like the war that our country had was kind of the same thing. Like even though I don't think there was a draft, it was like more voluntarily, but the people who would go to the war were like people that is always like the, like a certain people are like exempt from like having any impact on them. You know, either you have money, you have power, you have some connections, so you're kind of like living in your own bubble and like telling other people, oh, you should do that, you should do that for your country. Even though so, and I think that's like, that makes it very timeless, and also like not only timeless, but it applies to a lot of different countries like nowadays. That's why I say it's not just like about America, and that's really very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, there is always war in the world, and not only the war, but also like everything else, the most impact would be on the people who doesn't have that much privilege than either money or, you know, connections, you know, like that. And it always, everything bad that happens in somewhere, either war or you know, economic problems, or everything that happens directly impact in a bad way on the people who aren't that privileged and are in a more weaker spot in the society.
And I feel like in this case, the guitar playing and the way of his delivery, because I mean I heard other like percussion, but it was mostly like guitar and voice, but it was like we didn't hear moments of like solo instrumentation, like, or playing, or any like showing off with my like, look how good I can play the guitar. It was mostly like just about like having the message like going through, and then just basically talking about that. And I feel like that's also makes it another thing of like power and like impact, because you just have the intro and then the rest is just his singing and moving through the verses so quickly, you don't hear it that much. So it feels like a very like, oh, I gotta do this. It's not just about like showing my musical ability. It's about like using that to say what I believe in. And I feel like that his delivery, his voice, and the guitar playing, they all in all like match that, and it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, also the rhythm of it. I mean, for such a sad concept, it's such a high
very upbeat. Yeah,
music. But
right.
yeah, I feel like the rhythm, it reminds me like a march, like that a little is related to the subject.
Yeah, you're right. It does feel like a march, but then there is a contrast between that march feeling and the words that he's saying. So I think that's actually very interesting that you observed that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's like overall, I really love this song so much. But if you guys have any other suggestions from CCR, that, because those two, I think it's their most famous song, but we're interested to explore more. So if you guys have any suggestions of CCR, please let us know in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support us more, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.